Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to talk about Bing advertising and how you can actually make $1,000 in affiliate marketing using Bing advertising. Now, Bing advertising is one of the best places to start sending traffic to your affiliate products for multiple reasons. First of all, they're not hard on affiliates as like Google, because in Google you're kind of almost not allowed to do any affiliate marketing. So Bing is like a heaven for affiliate marketers, and also the conversion rate on Bing is much higher, so it's a great place to get traffic to your affiliate offers and make money from it. But the thing is, when it comes to Bing advertising, a lot of people make huge mistakes that end up just wasting their money and not making a dime off of it. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share strategies that are going to help you to get better results at Bing advertising. I'm going to talk about keyword research. I'm going to talk about how to actually sell a product, because the traffic that comes from cost per click or CPC campaigns are much different from traffic that you get from YouTube or Facebook. So it's important to understand how you can make that traffic work with anything that you're selling. So first of all, I'm going to talk about the selling strategy, the basic one. We talk about a lot of different selling strategies inside Gold Masterclass. I'm going to leave a link in the description, but I'm going to talk about one of them and just kind of go through it and show you how you can actually make it work. So the basic is this. Take a look. So this is your ad, okay? So let's say this is your ad on Bing, and then what you do is, most of the people try to send the ad, people directly from an ad to a Clickbank product. Now, sometimes this works, but the problem is that making this type of strategy, sending traffic directly to a product, is kind of hard, and you end up wasting a lot of money to figure out what you do, what you're supposed to do. Now, the thing is, in advertising, in CPC advertising, you have to spend money. It's not like you spend 10 bucks and you're gonna make a lot of money. No, you gotta spend some money to figure out what strategy works, what doesn't work, all the keywords you gotta test it. But this way you waste a lot more money. So what you need to do is you need to either send them to a landing page or to a pre-sale page. Now, I usually recommend pre-sale pages instead of landing pages, because it is really not that easy to get people to sign up to a landing page immediately, because you have to establish some sort of trust and authority, and this way you end up wasting more money. So there are ways to kind of go around that, if you want to do retargeting and stuff, but we're just going to do it really simple, and we're going to do pre-selling. So pre-selling is basically you, instead of sending someone to a landing page, you send them to a content page where they learn something. Maybe it's a video, maybe it's a text article or something like that, or a mixture of video and article, and then from there you send it to a Clickbank product or affiliate product. Now, this is really simple, but there are a couple of things, there are actually many things that you have to get right in order to make this work. For example, how do you track conversions on an affiliate product? Because you don't have control over this sales page in the affiliate site, right? So you cannot control, you cannot track conversions, because one of the most important things when it comes to CPC advertising or any advertising in general is the ability to actually track your conversions, because how would you know if something is working or not if you cannot track your conversions, right? So it's important to actually have that in place. So that's a tough one, and actually we have two ways in Gold Masterclass. We have two ways that we track Clickbank conversions, in advertising. So, and they're really reliable. They're not the best way, because again, the best way, which is adding a pixel code to the thank you page of that product, is not possible because you don't have control over that. But it's very reliable and it works most of the time. So obviously I'm not going to talk about it because that's really technical, and we talk about it inside Gold Masterclass. But we're going to talk about these things right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the Bing platform. I'm going to show you my test account. I have two different accounts. I have one main account, and there's a staging account. We call it staging because we run our ads on that staging account, and maybe when everything's working, everything's fine, we transfer it to the main account. So I'm going to show you exactly how I do keyword research and all that stuff, because that's really important. And I'm going to talk about one of the most important things when it comes to Bing advertising, and that is keyword intention. This is something that not many people actually talk about, and very important if you want to make money with it. All right, so let's go over there. Let me talk about Bing advertising, and let me show you how you can actually make money from it. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the product research, because this is something that not people pay attention to, and I think it's incredibly important. So again, I talk about all of these things in detail inside Gold Masterclass. I'm trying to keep this video under 15 minutes, but what you need to do when it comes to choosing a product is you need to choose the one that has two very important properties. Okay, so the first one, let's, for example, one of the most common niches, let's go to diets and weight loss. Okay, this is the most common niche that you can find anywhere pretty much, right? So the first thing I always look is the gravity. Now, since we're not paying attention, we don't, since we don't have competition, you know, because we're not doing SEO or anything like that, right? We're just doing advertising, and we're gonna get as many clicks as we want, as much as, you know, as long as you spend money. So we're not worried about gravity, but we're not worried about the competition. But what you want to know when it comes to, you know, checking out gravity is how well that product is working. Okay, so for example, if a product has a low gravity, and low for that niche, that's very important, because some niches, for example, photography, you know, you're not going to find a product that has a gravity of over 20 or 25. That's okay, you know, you have to see what's the top gravity in that niche, and then you know, you kind of calibrate your gravity thing based on the maximum gravity you can find. So for example, since we have a maximum gravity of 144 here, and 206, actually, take a look, 206, this product, 31, gravity 31, is kind of low, you know. So that's not the best product you promote. I mean, obviously, again, it's not always the case, but that's just really important. You have to pay attention to that. So, you know, you can obviously take a look at it and see what kind of things they're selling, you know, what do they talk about. But usually I would go with the highest gravity products that you can find. That's the first thing. And next thing after that is checking out their affiliate section. Okay, and this is another factor that's much more important than actual gravity itself, because you want to see what kind of tools they're giving you so you can actually work with it. For example, we're going to do Bing advertising, right? So you want to see what they're giving you as an affiliate. So let's take, all right, so now if you take a look, these are the content they're giving you as an affiliate, and I already like this. Now, one of the reasons I can tell why this product has such a high gravity, because they're giving a ton of tools to affiliates, and this is really important. As an affiliate, you want to make sure you promote a product that is giving you a lot of tools, a lot of different things that you can use. Now take a look, the banners, you know, we can use all this content inside our advertising. How awesome is that? So this is really important. These are two things: gravity and how many tools, what kind of tools they're giving you to use as an affiliate. That's very important. Okay, so let's go over Bing advertising, and I'm going to talk about a couple of things. So this is my test account, or staging account if you call it. The first thing I'm going to talk about is pre-selling. Now pre-selling is absolutely important, and if you don't have it in place, you're going to lose money. Okay, now, you don't always have to have pre-selling. Again, the case is different. Sometimes the affiliate product doesn't need much pre-selling, because maybe it's a landing page itself, you know, and maybe the sales page of the affiliate product you're promoting is a landing page. Again, it depends on the product, and we talk about all these things in detail inside Gold Masterclass. But for example, in this case, let's say I would like to promote this product, right? What I do is I set up a pre-selling page based on the articles they're giving me. Take a look. This is the article. So I just download these articles. Obviously you don't want to copy the exact same article, but you know, you want to make some changes. You want to see what are they, and how you can actually make it better a little bit, customize it to yourself, and you know, start promoting. Now, another thing I would do to set up a really good pre-selling page, I would take this article, and I noticed they have some videos too. So what I would do is I would just add some videos in between these articles. That's much better, right? So, you know, you make it much more appealing to a reader, because videos are super powerful, and you know, that's one of the best ways to actually keep people on your page. Videos are really great, and if you actually go to a varsity blog, you see that we use videos all the time, because when someone lands on a blog, they see a video, they play the video, and they stay on the page. That's really powerful. So that's that. So, again, we talk about pre-selling inside Gold Masterclass. I give you a template in there, like how to actually set it up and everything, because it's really important to set it up correctly. Otherwise, you're not going to make any money, pretty much. That's the most important piece of your campaign. So that's that. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about, which is more related to Bing advertising itself, is the keyword research. Now, I usually do I have 4 places that I do keyword research, and 2 of them are kind of secret, but I'm going to share 2 of them right now, which are not that really complicated to figure out. The first one is the Bing keyword planner itself. Now, what you need to understand about Bing keyword planner is that it doesn't give you the most accurate information. Now, this is something really important. As a marketer, when you're trying to run a CPC advertising, you need to do your keyword research in multiple places. That's important. Okay, multiple places, not just one place. So what I do is I do keyword research on Bing, and then I do another keyword research on Google AdWords. Okay, and I get those keywords from there and put them here too. So I just have a bunch of keywords. Now, again, when it comes to keyword targeting, there's a lot of complicated things. We talk about it in some Gold Masterclass, because the way you target these keywords are very important too. Like, how would you target them? Is it broad? Is it match? Is it phrase? The way you target them is important. But you gotta do your keyword research in multiple places, using multiple different tools to get the best possible data. That's really important. So what I'm gonna do, guys, in next video, I'm going to actually set up an ad so you see it in action. But I just wanted to drop these basics here, so again, choose the right product. Okay, make sure your product you're promoting has a good affiliate section, has a good gravity. Make sure you have a good pre-sale page. Make sure you follow the template, and then also have a really good article, have good videos in that article, and do the keyword research and using multiple tools so you get the best possible data. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something new today. If you did, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and also leave a comment, let me know what you think about this video. And by the way, guys, if you want to learn all these things and multiple different strategies in detail, because in this video what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep it under 15 minutes, but in Gold Masterclass I have over 2 hours of content about Bing advertising and how you can actually make it work, because there's a lot of different small strategies you have to make sure that you implement on every single campaign that you run. Different keyword strategy, keyword research strategies, different ad strategies, different approach strategies. So these are really important. You have to test all these things at the same time to make sure your campaigns are 100% effective. Okay, so and we talk about all that stuff inside Gold Masterclass. And also, if you're brand new to internet marketing, you can just check out Gold Masterclass, because in there we actually talk about everything related to making money online from affiliate marketing. Building your landing pages, building your pre-sale pages, how to get traffic from different sources. It's not just about Bing, it's about Facebook, it's about YouTube, free traffic sources, paid traffic sources all over the place. So if you have all of that inside Gold Masterclass, I'm going to put the link in the description. Check it out. So thank you so much for watching this video again. Part 2 is going to come out in a couple of days. So if you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.